This boss spits fire and this boss lunges forward at crazy speeds. Today, we will be customizing Mario 64 boss fights to make them different and more challenging than before. And we will be looking at a never before seen custom boss towards the end of this video. Huge thanks to Emily for creating this mod for us. Enjoy the video. One thing about Mario 64 that always felt odd to me is how all the bosses feel too similar and are far too easy. Take King Bob-omb for instance. Normally Mario just runs behind him, grabs him and tosses him, and King Bob-omb's only defense is to throw Mario into the air, but it doesn't even deal any damage. There's no change up to the attacks at all. There's nothing special. Now I understand it's like more of a tutorial boss here, but like it still kinda sucks because this is an iconic character being introduced to the Mario series for the first time. So for this custom version, there's inspiration from both the original and the DS versions. Instead of being able to grab King Bob-omb by just running up behind him, Mario will take damage. This time, to inflict damage, Mario needs to grab a bomb and then throw it right back at the king. This stuns him long enough for Mario to grab him and then throw him as usual. However, every time Mario gets a hit in, King Bob-omb isn't playing around. He steps back and suddenly lunges forward with blinding speed. If Mario gets caught, he'll be thrown high into the air, and when he comes back down, he'll take a significant chunk of fall damage. To avoid this, Mario needs perfect timing and must dive to the side to escape. If Mario dodges the attack after getting the first hit in, King Bob-omb now upgrades his attack by throwing 2 bombs instead of 1. Now Mario needs to dodge the second bomb while carrying another one. Once one is thrown to stun the boss, once again we need to grab him and then throw him. After dodging another crazy lunge, Mario now has to deal with 3 bombs. And even after the final hit, Mario needs to stay careful because as soon as King Bob-omb is defeated, he'll unleash one final explosive move that can hit Mario even after the fight seems over. For the next boss, we will be visiting the molten level of Lethal Lava Land. Here we have lava everywhere and lots of bullies. The bullies have always been a cool enemy type, but they've lacked variety. They usually just try to push Mario into the boiling lava. Now for the big bullies, the standard fight is way too easy. One hit and it's over. Some might not even call this a boss fight. The attacks the bullies use don't even damage Mario in any way, and the knockback is tiny. For this custom version though, the fight now requires 3 hits into the lava, and the bully has a few tricks up his sleeve. Now when the bully charges at Mario, it sends shockwaves across the platforms, making it much easier for Mario to get knocked into the lava. Mario has to carefully position himself and find ways to dodge the shockwaves. Even if Mario gets the bully to fall off, he'll quickly reappear and shake up the platform with even more shockwaves. The attacks themselves are now powered up. While it still doesn't do any damage, the hit sends Mario flying, using the small platform as an advantage. To beat the boss, Mario needs to dodge every attack, every shockwave, and after 3 successful knockoffs, Mario can finally claim the star. The next boss is located in Shifting Sandland, deep beneath the ancient pyramid. This boss is named Irock, and it's a hidden gem in Mario 64. And it's definitely one of the more creative bosses. It just seems so out of place in the game, but at the same time it makes so much sense. The atmosphere for this fight is incredible though. The fight is set above a deadly pit. Mario has little room to maneuver, and you must hit each eye 3 times to defeat the boss. The issue with this boss is that it's far too easy. In the original fight, Irock is a bit too predictable. Each hand takes turns, making it easy for Mario to dodge and attack. You could just alternate between each one, easily beating it in a matter of seconds. For this custom version, both hands attack at the same time, leaving Mario with fewer chances to land a hit. The fast movements are incredibly tough to dodge, and if Mario is sent off the edge, there's no way to recover. But that's not all. Irock's attack now sends shockwaves that can stun Mario, and the eyes even shoot fast-paced projectiles. It becomes a huge test of skill as Mario dodges and lands those critical hits. Once he manages to hit both eyes 3 times, Irock finally goes down and Mario earns the next star. The next custom fight takes place in the Haunted Mansion. Next up is Big Boo, a boss who in the original Mario 64 was fairly predictable and slow moving. After clearing out all the smaller Boos, Mario faces off against the Big Boo in the main lobby. The strategy is straightforward. Circle around Big Boo and hit him from behind 3 times. With each hit, Big Boo moved faster, but it was still pretty easy to outrun. This custom version takes that and then adds an extra twist on it. Big Boo now spits fire and phases in and out of sight, keeping players on their toes. The movement is so fast, it's tough to keep up where the next fireball is going to come from. So this makes the boss way more unpredictable, teleporting around the arena, making it tough to land a hit. It's still 3 strikes to take him down, but with his teleportation ability and fire spitting attack, it's so much more intense. Mario has to stay vigilant, keeping an eye out for when Big Boo reappears and dodging bursts of fire. It's a tough fight that requires quick reflexes and sharp timing, but if Mario can manage 3 well-timed hits, he'll finally bring down the boss and earn the next star. So far we've tackled both obscure and iconic bosses in Mario 64, but it's about to get even crazier. These custom bosses only get tougher as we go along. Stick around to see the secret boss that's been added to the game. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment letting me know what you think. Now it's time for Bowser. Bowser's first boss fight in Mario 64 is legendary. While it's iconic, it's a bit anticlimactic, especially after the challenging path that leads to it. To raise the stakes, this mod adds 2 extra hits that Bowser can take, making the fight last longer. This time, Bowser doesn't just sit there and slowly move as Mario runs up to grab his tail. Now Mario has to wait for Bowser to dash to the edge and dodge his charge at the last second, before finally grabbing him. And not only that, his flame was upgraded, his jump was upgraded, and so much more. And there's no regrabs this time. Once Mario gets a good throw, Bowser goes airborne, slamming down with the powerful shockwave attack. Mario needs to be quick on his feet to dodge this, as getting caught can cause serious damage. Mario will have to repeat this process 3 times. Once he does, he'll finally be able to grab the key and move forward. Now it's time for the secret boss. After collecting all 120 power stars, Mario can unlock the cannon and reach the castle's rooftop. This is where Yoshi typically waits to give the player some 1-ups. But this time, Yoshi offers more than just a little bonus. In this version of Mario 64, Yoshi becomes an optional boss. He attacks with flutter jumps, ground pounds, and a series of egg throws. But here's the twist: when Yoshi throws eggs, they break open, releasing enemies that immediately go after Mario. It can quickly get overwhelming with the amount of enemies everywhere, and it can be a little unclear of how to actually damage him, until you see the bombs. Mario will need to sidestep all the enemies attacking him, and then throw the bomb perfectly at Yoshi. And then finally, after 3 hits, Yoshi is defeated. But this isn't over. Once Yoshi is defeated, he gives a secret letting us know that this mod contains 3 special dark stars. And if you want to know the secret final boss, and where to find these dark stars in-game, you can check it out for yourself with the Brutal Boss mod by Emily. Or you can check it out when I cover the rest of the bosses in my other video on this. Otherwise, here's a video for me that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, so go ahead and click that and watch that one. See ya.